Hello, and welcome to another episode of Devillion's Rapid Accessibility Review series. My name is Biggs, and in this series I rapidly review the accessibility of random websites. Why rapid accessibility review, you might ask? Accessibility reviews or audits usually take a long time. I wanted to expose the process and tools somehow, but recording hours of reviewing is impractical. I also wanted to find a way to practice reviewing accessibility without spending hours on the same website. So a short form made sense, and that's how the rapid accessibility reviews came about. So the website that I'm going to be reviewing today is called B2B Marketing, and we will dive right in. We will start by checking the page title itself, which is right up here. The page title is B2B Marketing, and that's as basic as it gets. Nothing really wrong, but it's a missed opportunity here to add a bit more related to what this company does. I can see here insight, intelligence, connection. Even adding that to the top there might give some more insights into what the company does. Let's go straight to headings and let's see how the headings are on this site. All right, view document outline. Okay, so the it would be good to have the very first one to be heading 1. So that seems to be missed a bit there with the missing heading. Then we got a search form. We've got multiple heading 1s, which we sort of generally should tend to avoid. Just use a single heading 1 on a page and then sort of hierarchically structure it down. Some missing headings in between. There is some structure here though. So yeah, I think there's just some few tweaks that could be done, but at least there are headings and we're able to go around. I think there's the duplication here of the same heading, which is not that useful. But okay, let's move on to links. So the text for links in general, let's see how that goes. So we've got sign up for free, login, location, search the site, usually the logo, explore B2B. We've got some sub navigation here, and I think that's all going to be fine. We've got a little sort of slider here. Start your journey. Okay. Yeah. So this is like a clickable thing. Sign up for free access. Find out more. Find out more might need a little bit more context, as we don't really know what we are supposed to find out more about. So this is related to training, I think. Yeah, so some hidden text here describing find out more about training with virtual workshops or something like that. I think that would be useful. Let's keep on going. Announcing propolis. Okay, here's another find out more, which can probably be expanded upon a little bit. Yeah, same thing here. Download now. That might need some extra information to know what is being downloaded. So restructure that potentially with some hidden text to describe what's being downloaded, what report that is. We've got insight, events, training and development, collective intelligence. Okay, here's a couple of find out more. I'm assuming they're going to be the same as I mentioned above. So they need some more context. Another one here, find out more. Download now, another one there. Find out more here. That's the same as the find out more. Read now as well. Read what now? That would be good to add some more context there. So yeah, all of these find out more links need some more context. So because when you tab into them, you don't if I tab into this thing here and I don't have a visibility on this text here, the surrounding text. I have no idea where that is going to take me. So that's what that's for. Okay, let's keep on going. It's quite a relatively big page. I don't think these are links now. That's fine. No links here either. Sign up for free access. Okay. Down here it says this site uses cookies. Find out more. No, actually, that's the banner at the bottom. I'm just going to get rid of that. That's fine. Okay. So those were the links. Let's have a quick look to see if these icons down there have any information to say where they're going. No. So these ones need some hidden text saying Twitter, Facebook, etc. to help with that. Okay. So let's now check to see how the site looks without any styles. Okay, so we have that logo at the top, which is not visible white on white. And it would be good to have maybe a heading here with the name of the company. And let me see, that's sort of the top navigation stuff up there. And then we got sort of the main nav here. Okay. Sitter menu. I don't know what that is. Search form. And I think this. Okay, yeah. So this is the. Okay, give me a sec. Okay. It's the slider there. That's just coming in and out. I really think it's got both of the slides in here, so this is the CSS and makes that kind of puts that in place. So let's keep on going. Okay. All right. So quite a lot of images providing B2B marketing community. Okay, so there's some icons here. This is the on and the off states, which is maybe unnecessary. Okay, so how's the rest of the bits sort of clumped together here? Maybe some semantics in there could be looked at. Other than that, we got some headings and lots of links. Training. We could benefit from some horizontal separators. Okay, that's quite a bit to look at. We've got the logos in there. Okay, I'm not sure why this is blank. And then we've got the nav again. Okay, this is interesting. Search. Close menu. I have a feeling this might be the mobile nav down here, quite possibly. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, let's just carry on. So I get stuck too long. All right, let's add the styles back in, and now let's have a look at images. Okay, let's get rid of all background images to see if. Okay, so that's just a complementary thing. Problem here, you've got. Okay, yeah, that one as well. You've got white text on white background. So just have a fall back color here of an orange or something, just so that gets visible even though the background images are hidden. Let me see, any more background images? Yeah, that's just sort of decorative completely. Okay. Let's keep on going. Yeah, it's decorative as well. Okay. All right, so I'm all the way down. Okay, so let's see if we've got some alt descriptions for some of the images. Okay, we've got B2B marketing for the logo. Okay. I don't remember. Let's hide the images as well so that we can see only the ones that. Okay, yeah, maybe that's not so essential. That could definitely do with a with an alt tag there, propolis. So People can know what that is. Yeah, these images here really do just sort of complement the news items or whatever it is. So not necessary to describe it, although it, it's always nice to know what's being displayed next to these. Okay, inside events. Yeah, these are just icons that really don't serve much of purpose. Same here, doesn't really help. So that's good to have them empty. There's some text in here, which is potentially the same as what's up here. Yeah, so maybe just make sure that whatever is being displayed in here, text-wise, is absolutely available outside of that image, because otherwise the alt tag would be good to help with that. Let me see. Okay. Some of these would be really beneficial to describe what they are, I think. I mean, like this is very decorative and just sort of supplementary, but this seems to be quite related to the conference, to what's being advertised here. So, yeah, I think the alt tag could really it could benefit from that, without a doubt. Okay, it does look like these are just some random alt tags in here. FG. Probably look into that. That either get rid of it or these are logos, and I think that they should be described in the alt tag without a doubt. These are all empty. Again, putting the name of the company there would be very, very useful. Otherwise, people can't really know what all those logos are if they're interested. Okay, let me see. Yeah, B2B marketing. Okay, so yeah, alt tags really should be looked at a little bit more in depth. Okay, I'm gonna move on to, so there's audio and video. So I know there is a video down here. So I'm really just gonna quickly, so let's watch on YouTube. So if I click play, it'll start playing. Just gonna make sure that's very low volume. Let's just mute that. Does it have captions? Yeah, on the surface it does. Yeah, I'm not going to read all of that, but on the surface, yeah, it looks like it's got captions, so that's a good thing. And no, okay, that's it. Let's move on. Let's go to keyboard. Let's see how keyboard does. So let's start with, well, I could see when I got rid of the CSS that there was no skip to content. So that's definitely something that could be added or should be added. So let's just start tabbing through and see what happens. I'm going to B2B, sign up, log in, search the site. Okay, so that's just doing the top level nav. Okay, and then I go into there. So I guess the question is, can I get to the sub nav? So I press enter and it just takes me to the page. So that's not quite what I want. I need to get to the sub navigation elements just with the keyboard. What about if I press down or side? No, so on the surface I can't seem to get to those sub navigation elements, so they're inaccessible. Start your journey and it goes into sign up free access. Okay, so it actually jumps between those buttons inside the slider and it kind of messes up a little bit the positioning of that. But anyway, that's fine. Announcing propolis, so we need to get through this. Okay, so we've got 4 links right here. And I'm just going to look at the link. Okay, yeah. So I can see that these 4 links, they all go to the same location. So really, we only need 1 link to take you to that place. So, maybe make the whole thing just 1 link that's clickable. I think that would be better, really. And this, I think these didn't have any alt description either, so actually coming into this link, it's absolutely dead. You have no idea where it goes. So I'm gonna carry on. So these, okay, I can see here there's like something in between, there's like a gap, so I'm now on that, and I don't think that had any alt description either, so that's a dead link in that sense. So if I just did one tab now and it kind of disappears, and then it goes into Insight. Either just don't have this to be clickable, let's just have Insight be clickable, or the whole block. So I'm going to skip, I'm going to move on through. Okay, I'm assuming that these ones are a similar situation where all 4 are links. Again, just have the whole box clickable to go to this one place. And here's some, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I can see that, I can find out more. I'm now down there into B2B resources, and yeah, that's a pattern. Those sort of media blocks with the top article, with the heading at the top and the image, and then sort of description, and then a link at the bottom. This is a pattern that has the same everywhere all the way through. So I'm gonna carry on. So this is goes through some links there, find out more. Now I'm onto the video, and it's gonna go through some elements within the video, and then jumps all the way down to that bottom down there. You would maybe think that these two here, these scrolling back and forth, and that slider maybe would be selectable. But anyway, okay, so these are all of the links in the footer, and it goes into the social icons, B2B marketing. Okay, right, that was the keyboard situation. So all in all, okay, that's what it is. The tab ordering was fairly logical, went all the way through. Maybe unnecessarily many links sometimes, and they were all visible, I think so. So that's good. Okay, let's move on to the forms. I think there is really only one form right here. That's the search one, okay? So let's just quickly see if this has a label associated with it. There's the label, and it's hidden, that's fine. Element invisible, the class, for, edit, search, block form, for. Yeah, I can see that ID there on the input. Okay, that's cool. Let's see if it works, if I press, what happens if I just press enter. Probably takes me to a search, it hasn't found anything. Okay, so it's like, I just want to get to the search, so I can probably, yeah, I'm not gonna check this page. It's gonna get back, so the basic behavior, there's no error messages, because it just goes to that place. I don't think there were any, there's no other forms on this page. Okay, so let's get straight to mobile. Let's see how that works. Okay, let's get to sort of the widest, and let's just start going down. Okay, so right there at 1200 roughly, it already cuts down. Okay, so the sign up for free and login buttons at the top there are gone. They have been moved into here. Okay, fine. I can't really, I'm just going to very quickly scroll down to see if all of the layout is fine. Looks fine. Let's get down to like 500 or something. Okay, that location. The search is probably now in here, search term, and to search terms. Okay. And that location right there. Okay, yeah, this is something that would take a little bit of time to dig into from an accessibility point of view, and also I really didn't check it on the desktop, but I'm not really going to go there. Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening right now. Your settings, okay, so basically getting out of that, save some status or something. So, okay, well, this is an interesting cut there with the image. It would be nice to see that face, so maybe just get rid of it. But quickly scrolling down, see if there's anything weird. No. That's all gone to one column. Okay, so I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top again, and then I'm going to go to like 300, 350 maybe. That's quite narrow there. And okay. Just scrolling down to see if everything is kind of behaving. Okay. Looks okay on the surface, so that's cool. That's cool. So let's just check out the menu here. So if I click on this, I'll probably be taken to that page. That's usually the case. So the pattern, that's the pattern where you click on the actual link, but then you've got the extra things. Hold on, it's loading up. So then we've got the, I think it's still kind of loading up the JavaScript. So let's see if it works now. Yep. And if we click here, I can see the sub navigation. And if I open up this one and this one, okay. All right, fine. Now let's check the magnification. Let's see if I magnify this page now to 400%, which will give us the mobile styles. I'm assuming, okay, so there's already half of the page, which is kind of, yeah, I only have this tiny little sliver down here, half of the window that is actually where the website is being displayed. So, okay, yeah, this will take a little bit of time to get through. I'm gonna go straight into checking to see if the menu is accessible via keyboard, because that's. I'm gonna skip the location. Do the menu. Okay, open that up, and now let's tab. I'm now on Propolis. It's going through, so it's bypassing completely the. Maybe it's it's bypassing. I can't get into the menu from there, so that's quite common. I can open and close this thing, but I can't get into the menu. It's quite common. Right, so let's get to normal magnification, and let's very quickly do a check on the color contrast. And we'll use Axe DevTools for that, and we will scan the page. And let's see what comes up. We've got sufficient color contrast. We've got 77 items highlighted. And we're just going to see the ones that Axe is absolutely sure about. So that white on the orange is too low of a contrast. So maybe that could be looked at. Let's keep on going. It's going to find the same ones where you've got the white on the orange. Here we've got the orange on the white, and there's a similar contrast issue with that. So there's going to be loads of those links actually. That orange on the white, yeah, there's a lot of those. Let's see if it keeps on going to there. Okay, lots of those links. Not sure what that is. Okay, so that's a gray. I didn't realize these were links though. But that doesn't matter, they don't have to be links. So that gray text there on the white, there's a little bit too low contrast on that. I'm not sure what it's looking at there. Close side. You know what, I don't know what's happening here. There's something weird going on. It may be related to the way Axe throws in the. I'm just going to refresh the page. It may be related to how Axe puts in the little overlays, but okay. Now we're into a sort of area where Axe isn't quite so sure, so we won't be digging into those. All right, so that's pretty clear of what contrast needs to be looked at there. So let's go straight to animation. There's a handful of sort of sliders and things, and in general we just need a way to be able to maybe stop it if it's scrolling about, just to keep it in place or to avoid sort of motion and things. So yeah, it could be good to have a start and stop on this one, although it's not necessarily going to be clear that anybody can grab this over, and I don't think you can actually stop it. So if I go here, I'm pretty sure that it'll just kick off and move over to the other side, so you can't actually keep it on that place. Yeah, it'll just do that automatically, so there's no way of stopping it. I don't think there's any other places which, I'm not sure this actually automatically moves, so whether it's a pure, because I didn't actually see it move. So I think that, well, actually, yeah, it does. And that's an automatic thing as well. So even if I moved it around, it still does, animation. So this, again, it would be good to have a start and stop to control that. All right, that's it for animations. Let's go to HTML and just have a quick look to see if there's how the HTML does. So we'll go to the validator and we'll go into here and we'll see that there are 6 errors in the HTML which could be looked at. A couple of body start tags there, some stray end tags. So yeah, just a fairly few things there found there. So the last thing I want to check then is going to be the console to see if there's any JavaScript errors coming through which indicate that something is potentially broken. Don't see any errors coming through on load, so that's perfectly fine. So that is the end of the review. So I'd just like to thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked this video, then please consider subscribing to our channel. I'll be doing many more of these reviews in the future. So if you work for B2B marketing and you think you could use our services, please do get in touch. We'd love to work with you. So have a lovely day and take good care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.